Twitch, go to YouTube. Hi, it's Twitch, and my name's Drew, and we're all going back to YouTube. Go back to YouTube's. Hi. Hi, everybody. This is my, new Twitch series where I play video games, and I make money from it by you all doing this thing where Twitch, go to YouTube. Now we're on YouTube. Back on YouTube. Everyone tell their friends. And then we're gonna go live. And you press this button. Twitch, go to YouTube. Alert button. Who's laughing at me? Okay. Live. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to YouTube. You know, here's some relatable issues. You know how when you're just hovering all day and you're at your job, which is at the meat plant, and you're like, man, I wish I could just go home and play video games. Or maybe you're at school for meat plants. You know, not everyone needs a college education, but I think factory sciences are going to be really big. Factory and rendering sciences. Hi, if you're just joining us, this is Twitch, go to YouTube. And also Streamlab with me, Drew Grant, who is, Hi, Danny. Driving me mild. Yep, my place. Yes, the meat plant. That's because you didn't take a master's class in rendering. Okay, so here's the deal. We're gonna make a little thing on this YouTube now, which is the Twitch. It's no longer Twitch. I mean, I'm playing through YouTube, and then also everybody go to Streamlabs. And if you go to Streamlabs, oh, I just heard one, but it just went away. If somebody goes to Streamlabs, then they will get to decide what's gonna happen. This is Drew from Marina. You're YouTube now, not Twitch. I get that. I understand that. It's just that Twitch won't go to YouTube, and also, if Twitch don't go to YouTube, then there's no point. So now I'm on Twitch, not YouTube. Actually, guys, just to be clear, I'm on a PS4. So, not to pull rank or anything. Series actually what I named my first period. So where do I see the comments on my... Hey, Siri? New idea. Send money to Drew. Okay, so instead what we're gonna do is everyone to streamlab.com/video give me money. Streamlabs.com/VideoDrew 1 or no Streamlabs.com/VideoDrew. My Siri's a man, have you noticed that? And then also, how do I make myself a moderator? Or are you still a moderator? Okay. Hi. Also, how do I make an announcement? And the announcement is, Drew, go to YouTube. And also... no. Okay. So everyone just Twitch, go to YouTube and see what's going on there, because there's a lot of fun stuff involving I'm thirsty. Manage moderators. So if you're just joining us, Twitch, go to YouTube. This is a new series where we're gonna take back the kayfabe a little bit, and Drew's gonna go to YouTube via Twitch on her PS4, and then also you're gonna give her money via oh, that's nice, thank you. Also Patreon, thank you. But mainly, guys, just Twitch, go to YouTube. Look at this, watch. There you go. Just Twitch, go to YouTube. There we go. Someone make that the best comment. And then you press that button, and then you give me money, and then we, you can talk to me. I think I set up a Schmoebot too. I have one too. It's not hard. Schmoebots are really, the easiest part of this whole equation. Yeah! Send money to Streamlab. Okay, how do we go? Go to... How do I flag something for being the best chat? Let's see. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to YouTube. Hey, everyone. Go to VideoDrew 1. No one at the end. Oh. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to YouTube. There we go. Okay, now I think we've officially started. Where people can say hi. You can go test it by saying hi. You know, just say hi to me. Like, right now. Go ahead. Just try it. I'm gonna, launch my widget. Test follow. So that works. Donations get more money. Whoa, that was just me. John gifted a monthly prescription to Jane, but that's not my name. Oh, those are, I see. So this is a game where you go around in the house and you touch things, and then donations get you to Hi everybody who's joining us. This is Twitch Go to YouTube with Drew, where you actually go to my Streamlabs and you give me money, and then if you do that, the Schmoebot thing will talk out loud to me, and you make a donation of, let's say. Hi everybody who's joining us. This is Twitch Go to YouTube with Drew, where you actually go to my Streamlabs and you give me money, and then if you do that, the Schmoebot thing will talk. So that happens. To me, yeah. Make a donation of, let's say. Oh no, it's doing that thing again where I'm stuck in an infinite inception loop. God damn it. Hello, Twitch. Good. Yeah. Close donation center. Everybody give $1. Twitch, go to YouTube. Save stream. God damn it. Oh, bigger than one. Let's see. Hello, Twitch. Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel where we give $1. Where we all give money to watch me play video games. This game is called, Hi everybody! Welcome to my channel where we all give money to watch me play video games. Who's this guy? This game is called, Here's my 2 biggest fears about doing something like this, or 3 biggest fears. One is that that I won't be able to make money from it. And the second one is that I'm gonna just get scared. And the third is that I'm gonna get replaced by a doppelganger. I won't be able to make money from it. And the second one is that no. Is that I'm gonna just get scared. And the third is that I'm gonna get replaced by a doppelganger. There you go.
This is a test donation for $1.
You guys hear that? You can do test donation for $1. And then we're gonna actually get started right in this. There we go. You guys hear that? You can do test donation for $1. And we're gonna actually get started right. Guys, as much as I'm sure that I'm getting a lot of fans from the Schmoedown community. This is actually my Twitch code YouTube channel where we just focus on behind the kayfabe with just regular Drew. I'm just Drew. I talk in first person, and we give me money for guys. As much as I'm sure that I'm getting a lot of fans from the Schmoedown community. This is actually my Twitch code YouTube channel. Twitch. Shut up! Okay. Twitch, go to YouTube. That was really scary, guys. Hey guys, if you guys know me as VideoDrew on Schmoedown Movie Trivia Show.com, it's now known as sen.com. You might be a little bit confused because I'm clearly not that, weird loony bin girl. There's no Tom. There's no Tom. So you can probably just click off this channel right now. This is where I'm gonna be putting my hair down a little bit. Yeah, Twitch go to YouTube, his name is this channel, but mostly Twitch go to Streamlab. And make other Drew shut up so we can just do a little bit of do a little bit of hanging out and playing video games. Like this game. Katamakari. Katamalo. Twitch go to Streamlab. Twitch go to Streamlab. Okay. How do I... Oh, I see the problem. I was on the wrong thing. Here. It wasn't Twitch go to YouTube at all. We're gonna put that down. And then, hi. Hi. Hi, everybody. So this is where we're just gonna be like a little reel. And it's gonna be like backstage Sen. Except it's just gonna be me. And I'm not gonna be talking about no, we're probably gonna be talking a lot about dead bodies, actually. And maybe some cats. But mainly this is just my channel to be me and to be a little bit more expressive and to show you guys that I am, just like you. I'm unemployed and lazy and shiftless and live in a basement. And that basement only has one electrical outlet, and so we have extension cords all over. And one time the water heater overflowed and we almost had an electrical fire and died. So, chicken tendies. Guys, Jordan, this might look like this is in Brond for the loony bin, and we're going to look for dead bodies. But I can assure you, this person that I'm playing is definitely not Tom, and we're going to look for dead bodies. Oh no! Oh my god. Oh. Mm. Does that say Kevin Smith? Hey guys, so this is Twitch Go to YouTube, where everybody should be going over to the Streamlabs and giving me money so I can play this video game called Not Tom. Drew controls Not Tom. Guys, this is not like an extended universe. There's not like context clues here.
You're still sleeping? You promised we'd meet for breakfast.
Oh,
Yeah.
Are you okay? You look upset.
I'm sorry. I just had a terrible nightmare. I dreamt you were dead.
That's silly. I'm fine.
It is silly. I am
Besides,
fine.
You always promised you'd take care of your little sister.
Well, that was when we were kids.
It's still true, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why don't you try to get back to sleep? I'll wait outside.
This is definitely not an origin story. This is not canon. Please understand that this game that I'm playing is not canon. It is not anything to do with anything related to the Schmoedown universe or Mr. Christian or teeth. Collect them, grab them, eat them. So, grab the teeth. What buttons do you press to grab the teeth? This is not look, just because I have some tattoos of teeth and also some human teeth, and also, we just found a dead body, and this is my own stream, guys. I really want this to be my own thing, and to, I know we all love, Looney Bin, but I'm trying to make Tom go back to sleep, and he's just not having it. So, if you subscribe and give me money on the super chat, guess what happens? I will do whatever you say on the screen, and I will make let's call him I will make Thom do whatever you want. So if you want him to go left, he'll go left, and if you want him to go right, he'll probably still go left. And if anyone's got some suggestions... Oh, he can run! Well, see, guys, look, that's... Yeah, like, guys, like, I named him after my friend from Radiohead. Oh, I like him when he's all out of breath. Just fucking... Oh man, this is... God. Anyway. Twitch, go to YouTube. Oh, does anyone have any questions for me? Please ask them, and then also give me money. Is there money involved yet? If there's no money, then I don't care about you. Or your people. Money, please. Or if not money, just sign up for my Patreon, which is on patreon.com/VideoDrew. And then also go running. Twitch, go to YouTube. Can we change the hashtags to Twitch, go to Streamlab, and then also give me... Hey, no, hey Kirsty, welcome to Twitch, go to YouTube, a new series by me, Regular Drew, where we go behind the kayfabe and play games that have nothing at all to do with the canon of Schmoedown. This is just one of my favorite games of all time called Teeth. Nightmare Teeth. Twitch, go to Streamlabs. Thank you, Malcolm. Middle Earth. And if you go to Streamlabs and you make a donation via Streamlabs, then I will make Thom over here do whatever you want. Goofball. What's a Schmoedown? What if I told you I didn't know what a Schmoedown was? I love how realistic this game is about how much it hurts to run. You guys ever be running in dreams and you just get all winded? Oh, hey. So, hi everyone. Twitch, go to YouTube. Twitch, go to Streamlab. And this is regular Drew and not Tom. Playing a game called this is not a canon and it's not a origin story. It's just a fun game called Edward Gorey's House in the Country, because he had several. How many teeth can it be in the sink? Hi, Shoot Knight. I've seen you on a lot of other platforms. And oh my god. We just take a minute and just say, I'm really glad to be able to finally break character and show you guys a little bit more about who I am. Because if there's one thing I hate, it's when there's a middle-sized human-looking doll right on the toilet. Just staring at you. It won't even let you unzip and go between its legs. Because it's one of those British ones that it can't crack a smile to save its life. The best part of this game is how you can... One of his powers seems to be just making him asthmatic. We've already found several bodies in this game, so... Jump! Jump! So is there any questions you guys want to ask me? Do they have painting have skulls on it? In my house or in theirs? Those are people. So guys, I also need you guys to know that I'm very bad at video games. So please give me suggestions, tell me what to do, preferably in Streamlabs, where your thing will be read out loud. Beep boop. And then we can all like discuss how I should be playing games. Launch, widget, chat box. Yes, and if you donate to my Streamlab, then I will read your message out loud, and then also do what you say, including switch this game to another game. This is called Twitch, go to YouTube, Haskell. Hello? Clean moderator. How do I save settings? We had a house like this growing up in Newark, Delaware, where you could take 4 lefts and end up in a different location than you started in. It was called our forever house. Yeah, Mike Flanagan kind of stole that from us. So, how y'all doing today? Were you guys, having good days at your work and places of pleasure? Did you see anything interesting? Did you Did you realize that every room leads back inevitably to the same room? And life is, are they getting closer? Oh, I think we have to go downstairs in the basement. Siri, go to Streamlab. Hey, Siri. Hey, Siri. Go ahead and become Streamlab and make the Streamlab give me money. So, what are some of your guys' favorite games? Mine are... I don't know him. No, I don't think I've known Suge Knight, but I've seen him on a couple of other... I'm not friends with Suge Knight. I mean, he helped me out of window once, but... Here's something cool I learned today. I learned how to put my YouTube and my Twitch together. Hey, thanks, Suge. I'm a little bit worried that you're somebody that I know, except that I know that you're not because you've been like a Schmoedown person for a very long time. But this stream is not just for Schmoedown, it's just for like hanging out and being chill and like, you know, letting our little guards down and relaxing and nobody has to worry about anything and everybody just be calm. Hi, Agent 6666666 PTC. I'm willing to play anything as long as you give me the money for it via Streamlabs or Patreon. This is not a weird indie game. This is a game that came with the computer when I bought it from an old man in that junk store that promised me that I would get whatever I most desired in the world if I just bought this place. Oh, I found a candle. Anyway. That man's name was Stephen King. And everyone applauded. So, wait, I bet this means, guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I've watched enough Star Wars to know that these side quests means that I now can go back to another room. Hi, Brian. Thanks for asking. This is not Tom channel. Tom has his own Twitch stream. This is not even like a VideoDrew channel. This is just Drew. This is just regular Drew, and this is not an origin story about the Looney Bin. This is just a game that regular Drew is playing as she builds up her own subscriber base to fans and friends and, you know, Kanmakari or whatever wasn't working, so... My god, why have you forsaken me? Oh, there's the dead body, though. Wait, is that me? So you guys excited about the draft? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Me too. I very much wanted to be there, especially because me and Tom had already won all the prizes. And you might have seen today, but we have already begun winning prizes. I feel a little bit bad for Tom because he didn't win Best Quote of the Year. But even though he didn't win Best Quote of the Year, I'm sure Tom will still get at least another prize that we are probably getting together, because you know, he's just been a really good sport through all this.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my fucking god. What the fuck?
run. You know I'm bad at running. We made it pretty clear that I'm terrible at running. Plus, like I said, this isn't an origin story about us, but why would I want to run away from this very nice lady who's just trying to get her friend or slash brother to hang out with her more? Wait, she's my competitor. Ah! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. Yeah, if I'm guessing if anyone's on my YouTube page, they probably got there from Twitter, meaning they already know who the fuck I am. I'm the best. I'm not the B-O-A-T. I'm not the G-O-A-T. Mostly because I don't know how to, like, I'm not dyslexic, but I can't think of letters when you say them out loud. Like, cheerleaders always really screw me up. I'm, like, audio dyslexic. So I would say that I'm the coat. Yeah, so if Brad Gilmore is the boat and whoever Murray is or whatever is the goat, then I'm the coat, which is the coolest of all time. Doop 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 doop. Either way, people coming from either Facebook or Twitter who are not Schmoedown fans are likely to already know who the hell I am. I don't think anyone's confused. No one's like, oh, how do we end up on this random coat's page? Well, she looks cool and like she's doing a really good job, but hey Saul. Hey Saul! You're kind of like a little minor celebrity where I live because I just started watching Sen's Network. And I heard it when you called in, and you gave Ben Goddard shit for his Sopranos opinion. And I would just like to say, you're completely fucking wrong. Like, it has taken me years to watch The Sopranos, and only when watching Ben talk about it did I realize that's exactly why. It's not because the show is dated, it's because the quality of the camera work, of the sets, of the way everything looks is very... It takes you out of the moment. And it has taken me years to get into Sopranos, and I've only gotten into it when someone told me to start with the second season. Oh my god! No, I mean, it's just really relevant because I've also only recently gotten into Sopranos after everyone yelling at me about it. Hey, Jake! Hey, Jake! Hey, Jake! Hey, Jake! We're playing Twitch. Go to YouTube / Streamlabs. Everyone go to Streamlabs and give me money. Has anyone gone to Streamlabs and given me money? Because if not, we can just shut this thing down right now and we can turn this car around. I'm not doing this for my own health. My donation goal is $100, and then... Hey, why does everyone like Saul so much? Saul, do you live in New York? Yes, guys. Hello, I'm Coat. I'm the coolest of all time. I am just regular Drew, and I'm playing my favorite video game called Edward Gorey's Home Alone. Boop, boop, boop. Which door haven't I tried yet? Someone please help. Help, help. What am I missing? This is usually where I stop playing video games because they get too hard. What door? What door? Haha, Bilbo Baggins. Oh, Saul, you're in the draft. Are you also a New Yorker? Because your voice sounds like you're from New York. I know that's not supposed to be mean. I'm currently in New York, but you sound like, you know, you're really from New York. Uh-oh, she's gonna come up again, isn't it? Run, 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 run. No, dated in the sense that, like, if you are just coming in blind, and I feel very strongly about this, you're just coming in blind, and this is not to say The Sopranos isn't great, or that the topics or the writing isn't fantastic. We're saying specifically in the pilot, the barrier to entry for people watching it for the first time might be kind of hard because it's got that shoddy, like, before they switched to, like, using digital film to shoot stuff. I mean, it just looks like crap. And it's hard to get into. You know what else? Hot take. The Wire is really fucking hard to watch if you're used to the shows that have been built off the backs of shows like The Wire and Sopranos, which is a larger criticism. But because I think Ben's point was only that the show Sopranos is amazing, but it's taken him a long time to get into it, as it has me, because it feels like if you watch the pilot, like it doesn't feel like a show you necessarily want to keep watching. It feels like it looks gross. It's not style. It's not dated. It just looks cheap. Just the pilot, just aesthetically, just diegetically, it looks cheap. I don't care about the fucking ducks. I don't care that this is the first time a mobster opened up his heart to us, because you have to remember that we're coming in blind. So we've already seen shows like Boardwalk Empire and like Fargo, like other shows that have portrayed the inner workings of mobsters' lives. Yeah, we are, because this is the thing, is that I know who Saul is because I watched one Sen, and he was giving Ben shit, and I was like, you don't want to mess with my bagel boy. And then I got confused because I realized I was thinking of Brad Gilmore, and I don't actually know Ben that well. And then I remembered I was actually thinking of Brendan Hanna because I was, I've been talking to Brendan about, Brendan does the show The Servant, for After Hours Buzzsaw, and then I really like The Servant. It stars Rupert Grint from Get Shorty as Paul Giamatti, and it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Guys, this game is boring. Saul, where do you live? What's your address? Can you tell it to me? Trapdoor. To the Rancor. All these doors are the same doors. I hate it. Is that what you gotta do? You gotta go in and out? I guess I just keep chasing the blackness. Blow it out. Blow out the candle. No, I have trouble differentiating between dudes with first letter B in their name who are adorably cute and who have like little cute faces. You know that kind of face where it's like, ah! No, I mean, technically all men with beards look alike. I have what I've like to deemed facial aphasia. Before it was cool, people called it whatever they called it, but now it's called face blindness. But I like to call it facial aphasia. And it's very bad because I can't tell people's faces apart unless they've been on TV or movies, in which case I'm very, very good at telling who they are. One time, when I first moved to LA, I got in a Lyft, and I looked at my Lyft driver, and I went, were you in the second episode of Westworld for like 2 seconds as like the new guest who was getting, you know, you kind of were going around with the bad guys and like, but you didn't want to rape Dolores, and he was like, yes, I was. And then it turned out me and him having a great talk. His name was like Rusty or Dusty or something, and he used to live with the guy who played Pete Campbell from Mad Men, Vincent Kartheiser. That was my third day in LA, and I thought all my time in LA was going to be just like that. LOL. I thought I made that guy's day, but then it turned out that I really upset him because I tweeted a lot about it, and I guess he didn't want everyone to know he was a Lyft driver. Crap, that just makes it even harder. Then you're just beard high. Hey guys, anyone have opinions on better games than this game that Sinus sucks, actually? When you think about it? You know what's cool about this channel is that there's no girls on here. Anything in the clock. Whoa. Good point. How did we get outdoors last? Remember that time we did find a dead body? For all 5 of you that were there? We did find a dead body at one point. Hey Thrawn, it's not for you to find out. It's just for us to hang out and be friends and for you to learn a little bit more about me, regular Drew. And what I like to do, which is This game sucks, it's boring, I'm bored. Hi, Jake. Hi, Jake. Yeah, there's Dad, whatever. I feel like the first time we played this game, we got outside and then we went to a cemetery and we saw a dead body. So, what the fuck? Can someone please look up... Hey Siri? Hey Siri? Google, Nightmare Edward Gorey game tutorial, how to get past room. Hey Siri, look up tutorial PS4 game.
I found this on the web.
Hey Siri, look up tutorial scary game Edward Gorey how to get past room.
Okay, I found this on the web.
Oh my god, it has it. The first thing it looked up was Never Ending Nightmares, which is literally the name of this game. Oh wow, here's something fun. It's actually about the lead designer's personal struggles with obsessive-compulsive disorder and depression. He was trying to create with the bleaklessness and hopelessness of the human condition. Oh my god, guys, because I don't want you to think I'm lying. Go look up the name of the character we're playing right now. I'll wait. Hey Siri? What's the name of the main character in the video game Never Ending Nightmares?
Here are some videos of game Never Ending Nightmares I found on the web.
The video game. Hey Siri, say the main character's name of the video game Never Ending Nightmares.
Here's what I found.
Okay, well, just fuck it. It's Tom. It's actually Tom. I did not know that. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. So guys, this is just regular Drew, and she's playing a game about a guy named Tom who's finding a lot of dead bodies. And this is just, I don't want you guys to think that Tom is so necessary for the regular Drew brand because we love Tom, but he mutter. That's not even a word. This is what I call pod racing. Yeah, it's like shooting womp rats in Devil's Canyon with my T16. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Suge Knight. You know what's weird is, you guys, to me, like, a lot of you guys seem like celebrities because, I've only recently, I'd never watched Senegal. I've never watched it before, before the other day, and I just watched a couple episodes. But also, I never saw Schmoedown until after I was on it. But now that I am, like, I just watch a lot of live streams of people saying stuff to see if my name is gonna come up. And in doing so, I hear your guys' names come up a lot. And I'm, like, impressed because I don't have a job or anything to do, and I'm still not able to, like, watch all that stuff, all that content. However, I did spend 3 hours in a CVS watching... Oh, look, something new. Oh, no. Hey, Drew, what's all do for a living? Nope. Hey, guys. If you're just joining us, this is Neverending Nightmares with regular Drew. This game is about a man named Tom who, seems to be under some sort of spell or trance. He's being followed around by this scary chick who wants to play with him all the time. He's seen a couple dead bodies, and, no. I kind of want to give it all the awards for some reason. Is that weird? Uh-oh. Twitch, go to YouTube. Everyone go to Streamlab and talk to me. I'm about to get scared. No. No, 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 no. Hey, Siri. Text Tom. Tom, can you get on Twitch because I need some help? No. 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 New message. Okay. No. Hey Siri, new text message? No. No.
Okay then.
Okay. Hey, Tom and Marina, will you please get on Twitch and play this game with me, please? Thank you. Siri's a British man because I don't like taking orders from women. Uh-oh. Sounds like a Jock version of 3PO. Guys, I've actually programmed it to have Jack Hines' voice. I bet you guys didn't know that. Jack is actually British. What if I was to tell you that? Would that make you hate him a little less, hopefully? Da, da, da. Hey Siri, text Mom. Mom, I'm playing a scary YouTube game. Yes? John Marina's in the house. Oh my god, guys. If there's anyone that's been so fucking helpful this week, it is John Marino. He's like the EP of this channel. Twitch, go to YouTube. John, how do I make this go to Twitch, go to Streamlab so people can pay me money? Thank you. we're playing this game called Never Ending Nightmares. It stars a man named Tom, and he is finding a lot of dead bodies, and this is, normal. Hey, it worked! Someone sent me something. Hey, hey. Now it's doable. Lace out. Drew, how did you swear? Oh, wait. Oh my god, you have been saying something. Oh, guys. Laces out. Dan, John Marino are the best people in the world. Game Tom is asthmatic. Yes, I'm now getting it. I'm so sorry. John, how did you do that? How did you make it work? Is that what happened? Is that what happened? Alert. Chat box. Event list. Donation box. Can you guys just make sure Tom's okay? Because I gotta go make sure that all my money is happening. Something go to YouTube. Hold on. Somebody did something and it worked. Which is that, hold on. Somebody just, give me a heads up if Tom starts doing poorly. And open text to speech. Okay. So for $5, you can get me to, you can make the Schmoedown thing happen. And then also, for $1, you can make this thing happen and leave a little message. And the sound will go alert. And then, open donator message settings. Everything is Tom related. And Twitch, go to YouTube. Guys, like I said, this is not canon towards the loony bin. This is just a random game that I decided to play. I'd really love it if you would just understand that, like, while Tom is great and me and Tom are best friends forever, like, I have my own thing going on. This is not kayfabe. This is just regular Drew. It'll be a link from you. Maybe what do you mean a link from me? Hold on. John, you said something. It sounded important. I'm just gonna go and check out what it said. Oh, LOL, said somebody. No, the basement. He needs the axe again. Oh shit, where'd I leave the axe? Where'd I leave the axe, brother? Oh, I think Tom's good. Me too. Let's call you so you can interrupt him while he speaks. Let's Salt. Yeah, actually, Salt, if you wanna donate to the box, then you can make the thing. You can even make the thing happen. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna send you out a link of my Streamlabs. It's called Drew Goes to Streamlabs. Hold on, we'll figure it out. Because I'm not just doing this for my health and all the attention that makes me feel so very good about myself. Whoa. Okay. Okay, so Drew goes to YouTube. So, let's just see Streamlabs. Hello, Streamlabs. Should just be this. Remember how hard Streamlabs is, guys? Why isn't there just something easy? StreamYard, Streamlabs, Twitch don't go to YouTube. Schmoes knows, join VideoDrew. Yep, do that. Join VideoDrew, and then also go to Twitch, go to YouTube, and figure out this game that we're playing called Never Ending Nightmare, about a man named Tom who can't seem to wake up from all the dead bodies he's seeing. This game is really fun. I don't know, Kirsty. I don't know. Oh no! Oh no! It's saying it. It's saying it. I'm just not getting the notifications for it. Okay. So guys, we're getting forward. I see that there's donations. It was live. Oh. Get VideoDrew. Try it out for free today. Advanced stats. Go live. Okay. It was one donation. Hold on. VideoDrew. VideoDrew. Join our Discord. settings. If they say the website URL is streamlabs.com VideoDrew1. I don't know why it says VideoDrew1. If that's wrong, kill me. But if it's not wrong, maybe that's the thing, is it's VideoDrew1 now. Who's Count Dooku? Just kidding, it's from Star Labs. Ugh. Where did I leave the axe? Where'd Tom leave the axe? Anyone remember? He's so thirsty. Oh, hey, that's new. Guys, everyone should do everything all the time. Yeah, with the hanging girl. Oh, hello. That's from Toy Story. You guys remember Toy Story? Guys, this is not Tom. This is Thomas. No relation. Just because an angry dark-haired child is staring at him. I don't... Jordan, I believe these are the opposite of random pictures. I believe these pictures have a lot of meaning. Thomas? Guys, this is in no way, shape, or form the beginning of how we find a Tom's army. Thomas. Oh my god, what if there's like multiple Toms, but like the us version, like the untethered? It's not a Tuma. Oh my god. I can't believe Roka finally showed up. JK. I mean, clearly that's Kaiser. While he just walked back and forth, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Until he gets off screen. And run! Run, 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 run! Run, you little asthmatic piece of shit! No! Remember when I had mentioned that there's a Tom Arnie? Well, you know, no big deal, but this might be how I found them. I remember the day clearly. I had just rented the Airbnb from Guillermo del Toro. Guillermo, as we called him. And then we ran. Get the fuck out of there! Get the fuck out of there! Oh, come on, you asthmatic piece of shit. Come on. Still worked. Okay. Well, then it just means, guys, I'm just not getting the donations. Like, or, I mean, I'm getting them, I'm just not hearing them. But that's just as bad because what's, you know, like, the whole point is... The whole point is that you guys should be able to talk with me and talk to me, and then also donate to me, and also there should be a Schmoebot, but it should have the voice of Christian. So hey guys, I know that this isn't, you know, quite as important or like as big or as anything yet as you know, my other former colleagues at Collider, but who do you think should manage VideoDrew in the upcoming Schmoedown party for 2? Yo, Troy, that's very funny. Tom Magneto, that's not even a real name. I heard Roxy say a nice thing. I think Roxy thinks that because I reached out to her this week and kind of blah blahed that I was trying to get her to be my manager, because she like kind of gave me like a, you know, a tepid shout out. I mean, not tepid, but like, you know. And I'd never thought about Roxy for a manager before. She's not one of the few that I've been approached by. Unfortunately, most of whom have already decided they're not playing anymore. And it's weird because none of the managers now, most of them I don't think know me that well. I mean, we still got... Okay, Winston. Wait, Saul, did you hear that he was tepid? I just used that word because I wanted to say lackluster. Tom Dagnito. What's the difference between him and the Merle and the other ones that I haven't met yet that weren't in Inglourious Bastards? Like there's the ones that were at the Collider with me, which were Roka and Riley. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Find a gate, find a gate! Yeah! So, I mean, I don't think I can be part of a horseman because they inherently in their name don't have the word Drew in it. I've never met Winston. I like his style. I don't know Kate. I don't know Grace. I don't know Sam. And I only know Shannon and Mike mostly through the internet, but they've seemed very nice to me before. I mean, in fact, like I said, I don't come from a Schmoedown background, so I didn't really know the heel face thing. They told Kaiser, get away! Koi, I just met a couple times because he would come into the Collider office, but now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, I don't think most of these people would give a shit one way or another, especially because I'm living in New York, and because my skill set is a little bit different. But I would really like a manager who would be willing to train and do stuff with me, and help me get better at the game, and also, you know, help structure me a little bit. The way I'm just sort of thinking about it, it probably will be... I'm kind of, you know, thinking it's probably going to be Kaiser because he's in love with me, and he's been in love with me for since that first game with Zipper no Yama, and you could kind of tell at the time because he came on stage, which is not something you're supposed to do, and he called us names. And when he first reached out to me on Twitter to be like, hi, this is Kaiser, I was like, fuck you, man, because I was really mad. I understood the idea of kayfabe. I just really didn't like that he came on stage and called me names. I didn't know you were allowed to do that. It doesn't seem like other managers are allowed to just come on stage and yell at you. That seemed a little bit weird to me. But since then, we've become really good best friends, and you know, he's got a schoolboy crush on me, but who doesn't? And then I also think that I really get along with Paul. Me and Paul talk online a lot. You just hear that? Someone said Thomas. Okay, maybe here's a better question. Who would be a new good partner? Because just quite honestly, I you know, hope I love the Looney Bin, but my guess is that that because of the giant difference we have in oh, he's very bad at finding me. We're just, you know, we're wide distance apart, both in physical space and I wouldn't call it abilities, I'd call it knowledge. Also, I want a manager who's super rich so they can fly me out all the time. We're gonna need a big... Come on, what, Tom? Wait, are there more than one of them? Super would be a fun partner. That's the thing is, I think I could play really well against, like, somebody that was, you know, also weird, but I'd almost like to play against somebody who was extremely, like, normal or whatever, because, you know, straight men and women do very well with, and I want someone who's, like, you know, Tom just knows everything, and that's really cool, but it makes it so in the second round, even if there is something that I'm good at, I will never pick that category, and I'm the one who's always choosing the categories. So I will intentionally go with stuff that is placed to his strength and against the people we're playing with strengths, instead of possibly my own strengths. Hi. For the money? Ethan for the money. Ethan might not be a bad choice because I do know a lot more about cartoons. The first person to ever reach out to me about partnering up was Mark Thwake after the first... Oh my god, there I am. Why would I do that? Yeah, that's what Paulo Yama is it Paulo Yama? How can he find me the matches? Doesn't he work in like a restaurant? Talking, yeah, your strengths are all my body shots. Yeah, I mean, I'd also like to start playing more in the fan leagues, but I'd also, part of me never wants to play at all because I was talking to Paul and Ben Bateman about this. Like, there's a way this game could be played that's a little bit differently, which is treating the regular matches more like inner geekdom, which is that you ask plot-based questions. Not questions that involve memorizing stacks and stacks of trivia, but questions that involve actually having had to see the movie. Like, you know, that question that Roka got about the kind of cigarettes, that was fair. If anyone watched the exhibition horror match, the questions were written by Mark Andreyko and I believe Brienne. Was it Brienne or Rachel? And I did terribly in it. Oh my god, it was like me, Bibiani, Whitney, and this director whose name escapes me. And they all were like 13 after the first round, and I was like 6. However, the questions were all super, like, they were super good questions. It was like, how, you know, how many something Jason's glove. You know, half the questions were just like, you would have to have seen the movie. You can't just sit around and memorize a bunch of information. Yeah, I mean, also, it just becomes very clear sometimes that, like, you can just kind of game the system by, you know, going on Wikipedia and being like, okay, the Last Emperor stuff. Like, we got 2 Last Emperor questions in the same game. That's silly. I would very also like to offer Christian my services in some capacity as like a writing room person, like someone to find and recruit people to sort of work in a virtual writer's room, coming up with better kinds of questions. Bye guys. Bye Jake. Goodbye Jake. Jake, are you gonna be in New York before you go? Okay, bye Jake. Never mind. I didn't have a question. Hey guys, what happened to this game? What the fuck is going on? Yay! Guys, please guys, think of this bar across the street from me, the Gram, as like the central hotspot for the meetup place. It's not that far, whatever. It'll be where the official after party is happening, and you know, we're gonna have a fun time. Yeah, but the thing is that you can't guess what movie it's gonna be. Like, it's just someone clearly reading off Wikipedia. Like, when I found out there was only, you know, one or two people writing questions, that's very upsetting to me. What was great about the horror exhibition match was there were questions about these movies that, you know, In the Company of Wolves was the answer to a question, which I got wrong because I overthought it and was thinking Neil LaBute did In the Company of Men, so it couldn't be another Neil. That was my bad. But, like, that was a great fucking question. Who the fuck is pulling, like, In the Company of Wolves? Great movie. Angela Lansbury, the guy who did The Crying Game, directed it. Also did Robert Downey Jr.'s In Dreams during that period of time where Robert Downey Jr. was nigh but employable or insurable on sets. And it's him as a transvestite who stalks Annette Bening with visions of apples. Yes, Jessica Fletcher. So here's the thing. I think maybe also when we do these live streams, I'm just going to start naming things that I know about movies. Because it turns out it's not that I don't know anything. It's just that my knowledge base is a little bit different. Like, I think Fabiani was right to point out during the semifinals that, you know, my name comes from a movie. Because I don't think a lot of people were getting that. Yes, Neil Jordan was the director. Yeah, I know. He also did The Butcher's Boy. He also did Breakfast on Pluto with Cillian Murphy. Yeah, I know. I know who the fuck Neil Jordan is. I also know who Neil LaBute is because we've had fights before, but then now we get along. Hey, Saul. Do you know about the Crying Game? I had heard that Andreyko and someone else, I think maybe either Rachel or Brienne, probably which one of them is better at it. There's also some people that have like been reaching out on the internet that I would really love to like be the manager because I just feel like but they're no longer playing. Like Brienne, who I've talked to a lot, even though I don't think I've ever met her IRL, or maybe I've met her briefly. Just seems like she'd be such a good partner. I think, and I know this is not going to happen, I think, you know, I've always thought me and Janine would be very good partners. We could run the board on certain things that are our strengths that other people aren't that good at. There are certain categories that, like, only William Bibiani probably is good at, and if definitely against, like, someone like the Action Army or the Horsemen, you'd be hard-pressed to get them to be very good at something like dance films. Which I've had clarified for me are not films that include dancing, but films specifically about the art of dancing. So we're talking Black Swan, we're talking Fame, we're talking Suspiria. I don't know why I picked all the horror ones, but we're talking like Step Up, we're talking Magic Mike, we're talking, you know? And I think like just like James Bond, you can just decide that that's going to be your thing and just drill down on dance movies. It would also make it easier for you know, you just memorize the choreographer. I mean, not the choreographers, the music of that, and it's good. Save the Last Dance is one, absolutely. Center Stage is one, absolutely. You could maybe even put something like Coyote Ugly, or like, you know, what's the one with where they're strippers, Showgirls. Honestly, I would have, when I was gaming it out, we didn't really expect to win against, here's just like some backstage scene, but the Time Machine match was shot literally back to back with the Shazam match at like 10 a.m. in the morning. Footloose would be one. And I had thought as far as this was probably going to be our last match with Time Machine. I really wanted to go all out. I also really wanted to, Jeannie was the first person that I had reached out to and been like, let's, develop a little bit of a thing beforehand, because she was the first female competitor I was getting. I have since learned that you guys are, for a fan base of movie fanboy internet nerds, you guys are surprisingly respectful, at least as far as I can tell. But I've seen some and heard some stories in the past that they weren't, so I didn't want anybody getting disrespectful on either of our behalves as two women playing against each other. So it was very important for me to control the narrative and come up with a fun story, like a fun arc that would have pit me and Janine against each other. And, I just kind of told her the broad outlines of it, but we really got into it on the web beforehand. And quite honestly, I think that's how you do kayfabe. I mean, no one's asking my opinion on it, but if I could offer advice to anyone coming in who thinks they're really good at the game, from anyone from any of these talkback shows or whatever, you need, what do they call it in Gypsy? You need to have a gimmick. You need to have a gimmick, because otherwise it's going to be very hard for you to differentiate between shit talking and shit talking against your character and just whatever. I mean, I think a lot of them have hard times with it. I think Roka has a really tough time with it. I think, the kayfabe versus reality stuff, I know that's a big part of wrestling, the whole slap stuff, but then I think people end up really getting extremely fucked. And it can really lead to, you guys saw what happened with Jay and stuff, and I just, I don't know, that's just not my style. Maybe that's why we're not nominated for neither heel nor face team of the year, new team of the year or whatever, because we don't really fit into either category. I think if you're a heel, you need to wear an eye patch, and every episode, you can't assume, if you want to have a new Schmoedown audience, you can't, assume that, that everyone's going to know the storylines. It's sort of that trade-off between, pleasing the fans and the community that exists, and building it into something that that a potential donor or funder could imagine seeing as a wider audience appeal. So if that's the case, you have to kind of not do a reboot every episode, but kinda like you have to do in the previews, assuming that you can have a little backstory, but you kind of have to assume the good guys should be very clearly demarcated from the bad guys, and it can't all just be dudes in sunglasses, and you're supposed to assume that their 10 years of angry history with each other. Can't just be the yelling person is the heel, because they're all yelling all the time. This is my thing, is when I learned about the whole Mike situation, and then how he broke because everyone started feeling sympathetic for him when he won on stage, and that made him not a good heel. I was like, why don't they just put him in an eye patch? If he went from good to bad, then you just fucking slip an eye patch on him, and then there you go. That's a very easy cue. And then you just even wearing the eye patch, you the person, understand a little bit easier, and just in your body and bones and brain, that you are playing a character and it's not personal. Because as Roka said on Snenegal, that's the hardest or the best piece of advice that he's gotten so far about this whole thing, which is that you can't take it personally. And yet I don't see him or a lot of people practicing that. Whoa, my God, what the hell? Ah! If you're just joining us, hi. Welcome to Neverending Nightmare, starring Tom and regular Drew. Yeah. Any suggestions? Guys, not to sound weird or anything, but I'd almost like to be paired up with another woman, if that's at all possible. Not to be this game is very sexist, but in a lot of ways it can be very sexist, which is actually very good in a lot of ways, because it means that you can run the game on stuff like animated films, romance, rom-coms, even stuff like dramas, because and as long as you have like a nerd passing acquaintance and stuff like Marvel and crime movies and something, you'll do fine because you know that you'll know more about them than the guys will know about romantic comedies. Haley would be great. Haley would be fucking amazing, actually. And I love Haley. I don't know, you know, Haley's kind of like got this sort of, I mean, God, I do like Haley a lot. But she's already been the Screen Queens. Who's Steve the Pirate? What are you guys talking about? Well, here's the thing. Is like, you know how I am? I'm actually not that good at horror. You know what I am really good at when I play at home and stuff? I'm really good at, like, the stuff that seems totally obvious to me it seems to be a lot of people's blind spots, which is just, like, very easy questions about romantic comedy. More so than romantic comedy, just straight romance. More so than romance. Like, anything that is a kid's movie that doesn't... whatever, hold on. It was my idea to start running the board with video games, starting with the Time Machine match and going to the semifinals, and I know we had a little bit of a screw up there, and if it hadn't been against Bibiani and the Kid, I still think that's a very good one to play, because, like, dance movies, that's, that kind of falls in that weird crack of something that, like, a lot of people, you know, consider too schlocky to be, like, you know, watchable. The older people will not have seen it, and the younger, like, you know, memorizing a bunch of nerd stats people won't have, will probably have missed it. So, if anyone else has any suggestions, isn't it weird that I've thought about this game probably a lot more than you give me credit for? Oh, I hate Taylor Swift. I hate Taylor Swift. As of today, I actually love her. Here's the thing. Also, you know, like, the decision about what kind of wheel slices there are? Do you know that there's no master list? Like, there's just none. The one that's on Wiki Fandom, which I had been going off of, which included things like period pieces and Pauly Shore as categories, that's out of date. And there's no... Unless you just go through every single one of the slices backstage, there's no comprehensive list. And it took until, like, maybe the Time Machine battle when I finally asked Bibiani, and he's like, oh yeah, I have a doc somewhere that has it. And I'm like, you guys don't feel like sharing that with the rest of the class? Because I'd love to know. When I first came in for my very first one, I asked, like, if I could pick David Lynch, and they're like, that's not on the board. But, like, creature features is, and video games was, and dance is, but period pieces is no longer. And when I asked about dance 2 days before a match, the email I got back sounded frantic because it was very clearly like them scrambling to write the questions because they'd forgotten it was a category. I don't think Harloff lied to you. I think Harloff has a bunch of different things to think about, and when you're pulled in so many directions, it's very easy to get to kind of just go with what you know. That being said, I was actually really impressed when I watched their end of the Sneezes end of the year list. It was maybe the first episode of Seed that I'd ever seen, and somebody brought up oh my god, what was it? Somebody brought up the Devil Inside. Was it The Devil Inside? Yeah, which is an incredible film. I think it was Ben Godiardi, and he brought up The Devil. I've Seen the Devil. Is that what it's called? Great movie starring the guy who played Old Boy. It's like a torture porn. It was great. Sneezes. Guys, what am I doing here? I feel like... God. Tom. So, I mean, I don't know who gets to decide what categories there are, or if that's, like, you know, how they're going to change it up. But some of these categories just straight up need to straight up need to go or get replaced out, and that can be part of the storyline too, in some respect. But some of this stuff is just old news, either because people have never chosen it, or because it gets chosen so often that the questions are stupid and repetitive. If you get something as broad as drama, you're always going to get the same 5 questions that some kid thinks about when he thinks of the word drama. Okay. That's a great question. Ben Bateman I've never had trouble with because he was taller. Ben Bateman and Mike Kalinowski, on the other hand, I thought they were the same guy. Like, for a while. Because I was seeing a lot of their stuff. Again, I've been playing catch-up because I never heard of this game until after I played it. I was just very happy that I was playing against the kid from the OA who dies from a fentanyl overdose. Or as my sister calls him, the guy from The Guest? Little kid from The Guest? And I'm like, yes. The actual kid is the kid from The Guest. Oh, good one, Saul. Is that a period? Is that a period joke? Is that a period joke? See, here was my idea for a category once, which was mom movies, which is kind of what, it's kind of like my, both, I'm kind of half serious because if you put movies like Last Mohicans or Dances with Wolves or, what did I say, Lair of the White Worm, because my mom is different than your mom's, I think that, like, you would stump a lot of these. Andrew Guy, Bateman, whatever. Ben Goddard is the one who is Mexican, and that made Mr. Roga very angry because he doesn't like it when people steal his identity. And Ben Bateman is the one that is Mike, and Brendan Hanna is the one, there's an R in it. Sam Levine's the one from Inglourious Bastards. Yeah! Guys, what am I supposed to do here? I hate it. See, were I ever to play Tom in a match, I know exactly what categories I would pick. Maybe that's my number one thing I should bring to the table, is I know exactly what Tom's weaknesses are, and it's caring and something else. Haskell. Hey, Troy. Hey, Haskell. So here's a competitor I don't really know that much about, but when she was brought up today on Backstage, I was interested. Stacey Howard. Stacey Howard. I know she's inconsistent. I've listened to her play a game once where she just tanked completely back to back with another game where she was fucking incredible. And I think that adds like a cool kind of wild card element to the situation. I mean, I don't care what she is. First of all, she's another woman, and again, I'm not sure if you guys understand quite how easy it is to run the board on this game by just playing into gender gender ideas. Like, unless you're Bibiani, I don't think Andrew Guy's like seen that many rom-coms, or would know who played. And the one question in my in the Zipper Oyama match that both in the first round that both Tom and Oyama missed was about Into the Woods. Dude, that was Anna Kendrick. How do you not know one of Sondheim's greatest fucking pieces that was horribly adapted? How do you not know? How do you not remember? You are correct, Mr. May. I get my vote. Saul does not have black hair. What's Thoat? What does Thoat stand for again? The Titchy of all time? I feel like there's something I have to do here, right? Just like help me out, people. I've seen what Andrew Guy thinks about and his strengths of rom-coms, and again, I would argue that my even glancing knowledge of having seen some rom-coms and just being knowledgeable about that doesn't... I know as much as him, and it's not even... I don't think consider it one of my strengths. It's just something you know from being a chick. Now, that's not to say that I know the kind of stuff that sometimes they ask on Schmoedown, which is, you know, what year did it come out, or who directed it, but, like, you know, there's a reason I asked that cat question during Janine's match, which is, to me, that's the stupidest fucking question I've ever heard. There was... The whole point of Jerry Maguire was she was the only one that came with him. It was the stupidest question I'd heard until I heard who played opposite Julia Roberts in Pretty Woman. And the fact that no one else thought to, like, be like, that's unfair. That question should be thrown out because it's unfairly stupid. Shows that there is a real blind spot. Gotta talk, DMing you. Oh, guys, I'm like not paying. I can only see like the chat as it goes on my thing. Let me get a little bit closer to the chat and then see if you guys are talking shit about me and then what you're saying and whether or not it's nice. Go away. I forget. Am I playing on YouTube or Twitch now? So this is something I'm gonna kind of make a regular thing. It's not always gonna be Schmoedown related. If you subscribe to my Patreon, we're kind of figuring stuff out. There's definitely gonna be like a midnight movie component. There's definitely going to be a lot of fun interactive ARG elements because I'm kind of obsessed with alternate reality gameplay. There's a lot of things that you don't know about me, and not all of it involves me failing at playing stuff that technically I should be better at. I feel like I've tried all these doors. Like, a fun fact about me, I'm very good at Sudoku. Twitch, go to YouTube stream. I'm very good at arguing my way into being right about stuff too, which is a harder quality than you would think. But I mean, I'm not sure. They didn't really play it that much in the actual tape. I think they cut it. But if anyone was in the room during that final, oh, I think I need a key to open that thing up. If anyone had been there during the American Psycho challenge, Mark told me in no uncertain terms that he was going to deny that challenge. He was like, "Don't bother. Are you sure you want to? You're just wasting a challenge. Don't do it." And Christian off screen was like, he had told us, you know, this is the semifinals. Take it seriously. Challenge, you know. And I was very, very confident. Whether or not I was, you know, technically going to win on like the IMDb thing, I was confident in my belief that taking Thriller off the title made a specific statement that excluded psychological horror. Anyway, talk amongst yourselves, you guys. Don't mind me. Who thinks Joaquin Phoenix should maybe be a category? Because dude's been in like a million films. Somebody find me where the key is. Is it? Hey, Drew. Hey, Danny. Can somebody just find me where the fuck the key is? Thank you, guys. It was a brilliant challenge. I also know a fuck ton about Bret Easton Ellis. If I had missed that question, I would have hated myself forever. Like, I used to write Bret Easton Ellis fan fiction. I wrote Bret Easton Ellis rewrites the Babysitter Club, and it got in Entertainment Weekly. I am nothing. Like, when they were saying the words, they said Jared Leto, Willem Dafoe, and I thought, they're going to say Christian Bale because they're trying to mess with us about American Psycho. But when I asked for clarification for the horror thriller category, Ken left off the word thriller, which said to me, it cannot be American Psycho, because you would not leave off the word thriller. You would leave that ambiguity. I mean, I would do the same exact thing if the question was about Friday the 13th, to be honest. Friday the 13th is just as debatable. It's not to say it's not a horror movie, it's just that it's a slasher film. Kind of like, you know, it falls into the same kind of weird subgrouping as Silence of the Lambs. It's not supernatural. It doesn't involve, I mean, thrillers can be very scary, but psychological thrillers and horror, psychological thrillers and horrors are often, I mean, there's very little difference in the wave genre for psychological thriller and psychological horror. They mean the exact same thing. It means there's gonna be some fucking freaky ass shit, but it's not gonna necessarily be anything supernatural. Guys, I'm stuck. I hate this game. Whatever, like, by the way, the point is that people were upset about the challenge. The point is Mark was upset about that challenge because he made a very big thing about telling me not to challenge it. He was just like, don't, he was just like, obviously, it was only 10 a.m., but he was already very tired. He was like, don't do it. And I did it, and when it turned out to be right, I think he was a little bit pissed. This is, Troy, very good point. This is what I like to say about a lot of video games, which is they're very indicative of the human experience, which is both, as David Foster Wallace once said about David Lynch movies, both make the mundane horrifying and the horrifying mundane. Like, this is both mundane and this, you know, like, scary as shit. Drew is stuck. Wait, somebody's left. Where's that girl? Maybe I have to circle back around. I don't play a lot of video games, you guys. Who's David Lynch? Fuck you, Troy. Don't troll me, man. I'm actually very excited about the prospect one day of actually getting to have some beef with somebody in the game. Where's that Jacob's Ladder dude? I feel like we haven't seen him in a hot minute. Maybe if I run out of breath, that makes a difference. Oh, guys, if anyone's coming to town Thursday, let me know, because the same bar where we're going to be having the parties is having a big karaoke night Thursday, and you guys are all welcome to come. I'm just so excited to be seeing all my friends, and for my sister to show with my bitch of a sister that I'm not crazy and that I have friends. Boop, boop-a-doop. Oh, and if anyone, usually we're going to have something. This is just literally, we've been playing for an hour and a half now, so I'm going to call it quits pretty soon. But this was just sort of the first experimental version of me doing something and it not just being for the Patreon people to know about. But since I literally have nothing but time on my hands and I want to develop a lot more shows and content and stuff that can be even partly scripted or involve an element of gameplay, like the kind of stuff I was doing with the binary codes with Janine, or the what's it called, like the Dennis Reynolds system where every first letter of something makes a you know, I like ciphers, I like code cracking, I like that kind of stuff, and I want to incorporate alternate reality gaming elements into my... Oh, is this a new room, I feel like, right? So this room, I feel like, has something in it. Hey, Siri? Never-ending Nightmare? Where the fuck's the key? Where's the key in Never-ending Nightmare? What do I do? Oh my god. Siri, come a little closer. Oh yeah. Tom's hypecasting right now. Oh yeah, just like straight up before I end this because I'm frustrated. I mean, I'm probably gonna still play, but I don't want to make you guys bored yet, and I'm really thirsty. But if you guys are interested, Tom does 100 like podcasts. He does like a podcast a day on a very successful network that he created called Gamefully Unemployed. You should definitely go over there and subscribe to his Patreon because unlike this, it's as you can imagine from something with Tom, it's very well thought out. Additionally, bloop, what was I gonna say? Here's a hot tip that now that I know that he's podcasting, I can just tell you guys. But no one leaked this back to Tom. If you want to see something really cool and you have Amazon Prime, go check out a little show called Junk Histories. It's I think you'll see a familiar face, looking much different. Oh, this is where the crazy guy is. Right. I just can't. Oh, right, he goes away. I did it. Never mind, I did it. Guess what I did? I did it. Yeah, anyone who like I mean the Discord thing is great. I'm spending a lot of time in there. But I think I might just, instead of just being in Discord all day, just start live streaming my day, because it's honestly the most productive thing I've done all day, and the most I've talked, and the most I've gotten dressed, to be honest. Which is a sad fact about having intense agoraphobia. But it's not like I spend my time watching movies. I spend a lot of time watching TV and staring off into space and getting angry. Nah. Look, if me and Tom are broken up, which I wouldn't even consider it a breaking up. You know, like when one person dies, it's not like you're like, oh man, my husband broke up with me because he had cancer. Like, it's just, it's not even like, oh, it's a, we couldn't do a long distance relationship. It would literally be because like, not that they would be like somebody died. It would be more like Frankenstein. Like something that was an abomination to God and should have never been existed in the first place. But the fact that it did was really cool, and it was written by a woman. So there's that. Yeah. I think Saul is just Kaiser doing a voice. What do you guys think? Since when you need social media to pledge Patreon? That's true. Guys, also, like, I'm looking for more things to do with my Patreon. Again, I have nothing but time to think of fun games to play. Like, I'd love to host, like, or have, like, a miniature fan league, or a version of, I'm not sure if all of you follow me on Facebook, but I invited a lot of the movie Schmoedown crew to weigh in on a friend's from high school's Facebook post about coming of age movies that specifically are set in high schools that take place over the course of the day and end with a big party, and what to call that genre. And it's not quite schmobaits, but it's sort of like a let's make some tropes. Let's have like a trope bait. You should get on Discord. Look, you guys are clearly you guys do pretty well on your own. It's not like this is you guys need me around to have some conversations. I'm just saying I want to figure out some tiers that would make people want to join this Patreon, that are like besides just like this whole sub community of people who wanted a smaller community than that of any of the other players. Ooh, new room, new room, new room. New room, new room, new room. I also, yeah, I kind of have always liked the idea of doing like an Elvira-y thing. By the way, you're not going to see this kind of normalcy. This is as normal as I'm going to ever be, and is sort of breaking kayfabe. As you're ever going to see, so I hope the 18 of you enjoy this. But I would like to do like some sort of Elvira, you know, midnight cult movie sort of experience. Because there's a lot of good, weird shit from YouTube that I like showing people. I like to curate stuff. I'm a huge fan of curating weird stuff. And I feel like the Schmoedown, while a great opportunity, hasn't been the best showcase of like me being able to do anything. Come on, come on! You're saying betrayed by the pop tone. You said that before. What? That I'd like to be Elvira? I mean, I would like to be Elvira. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. That's just dumb obvious. Let's start paying attention to the names of these places. Medical storage. So here's the thing. If you want to know what my, you know, pie in the sky goal is, I know the other night, Danny, you were on the feed, and I know you know about Alan Resnick and Alan Tutorial and stuff, but if you ever check out, This House Has People in It, which played at one of the 4 AM Adult Swim things, and then you check out, this guy named Nightmind on YouTube. He does these these great, like, hour-long dissections of alternate reality gameplay and creepy YouTube. I would really suggest you watch his video on This House Has People in It. I will drop it in the Discord link. It's just like this 10-minute video that had basically 4 hours worth of hidden content, just like in various ways, things that led to codes, that led to other stuff, that led to all this extra material. I mean, the dad thing that I was showing you guys last night, if anyone was watching, for all those dance moves, it actually spelled out, some of his dance moves were spelling stuff out in code, in SEL, or ESL, and there's a whole bigger narrative storyline that gets involved if you can, you know, kind of marble hornets your way through. Hey, you guys, and even if you can't pledge, I get it because I'm fucking broke as hell myself. If you can help out, and I mean, if you like what I'm doing and whatever, if you want to see the site grow, you want to get on the ground floor, I'm really open to getting help, you know, with tech stuff, mod help, you know, really any sort of talents that you might have that that I'm not good at. Even if you're just good at motivating or structuring or whatever. Because I'm terrible about a lot of things, including getting up before 4 p.m. Guys, what am I doing? I feel like I hate this. All these rooms are the same room. No, you're not the guys. By the way, you're not the most useless patrons just because you pledge $1. If you can pledge $1, that's not being useless. And more importantly, I think, you know, the community stuff is super important. I also think, you know, John has been helping me out with tech stuff. James Spence, obviously, who I had come, you know, he was sort of like our informal manager this season. I mean, the only reason we got as far as we did this season was because of James Spence. Because it's not like Tom knew or even cared to learn about any of the strategy of the game or research, you know, the players we were going against or what people's strengths and weaknesses are. And James was so instrumental in that. And he, you know, so this game is also, let's think about this for a second. This game is also supposed to be about obsessive compulsive disorder. What could that mean? He has a great handle of Schmoedown. What's funny is James Spence knew everything except that no, James Spence knew everything except you know, what the fuck he's doing. And in some capacities, I wish I'd studied more up on the stuff going on in the fan leagues before. You know, everyone's got an opinion. I mean, you guys have been so fucking awesome. I know we're all like, here's the thing, you know how everyone's like, oh, you guys are like, you know, this community has helped me through such a dark time, blah, blah. Well, I feel like we're all going through the same dark time now. And when people are like, oh, this, you know, the fans are saving us, like, yeah, at this point, we're all on the same level. You guys are as entertaining as you guys are as much our lifeboat as we were ever, or that they were ever yours. So there is no like fan persona, you know, degradation anymore. If anything, it just proves the fans are stronger than the powers that be. If you watched Mark Fernandez, which was the craziest thing I've ever heard, that his biggest regret wasn't that he didn't tell these people they were losing their jobs. It was that he underestimated how angry fans would be and yell at him. So, okay, Spirit Switch. Here's the thing. I really need somebody to like help me figure out this stuff. I've been figuring out a lot of this like Streamlabs, blah blah stuff by myself as we go. It's been a really intense learning curve. It's very frustrating, and then it also makes it so by the time I actually start the feed, I have nothing prepped, and I'm just like happy to have figured some shit out. So if anyone, you know, if you can't offer money, or you know, even if you've just got some time or expertise on your hands or know anything about this stuff, please reach out. That shit is worth its weight in gold. If any of you have ideas for kind of content or gameplay or want to join up, show links the last few days, and there's multiple. Yeah, I mean, look, guys, the Streamlabs, all this new kind of technology, it is so fucking Greek to me, and I'm not that stupid. It's just there's a generational divide, I think, between people who understand these content creator stuff. Oh, that looks pick-upable. What do you guys think? Pick-upable. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up, you dumb shit. Tom. Doesn't that look pick-upable? That guy's about to appear and like freak out at me. By the way, guys, my eyes are kind of glazing over trying to read all the comments. You guys type very fast. No one was lying about that. You guys type a lot, and sometimes I'm looking at the screen for the umpteenth time, and I haven't. So this is gonna go back to the fucking office. Bitch, how you out of breath, you fat fuck? Yeah, right? I would watch me than something in the Villanova era. Honestly, guys, like, I stayed around all day in stasis, not doing anything. The only stuff that have been remotely interesting, and Danny, this is why what you said earlier today really spoke to me, is, yeah, the only thing that's felt like at all life, full of life for me, that's made me feel anything, has been doing this weird Schmoedown thing. I'm not I've mentioned many times, I'm not an actor. Ah! I think I figured out what I needed to do. Okay, this time will be easier. But guys, how cool would it be if, like, you know, eventually I'll have to get some job doing something, but, like, it's just kind of weird to go from being married to a famous millionaire and making 6 figures to, to being super unemployed for a really long time and being offered, like, you know, $10, you know, whatever that shit was yesterday. And so, you know, a lot of people are struggling right now. My thing, I'm not having the worst time of it all. It's just, my thing is more like I've got a Bartleby the Scribner complex about it, which is like, it's like a lot of ego fucking with me. Like, I'm not, go, You know, I have certain standards I still hold myself to, and I, to a certain extent, will be like, no, I on moral principle, I won't take a job that's less than minimum wage because you guys are very, you know, like, because the media enterprise is tanked. This is all to say, like, I could get a job bartending, whatever, and it will happen. I just need to, like, kind of, you know, stop being like a little prissy bitch about it, and also get some fucking physical help. But I'd love to develop stuff and do, like, you know, not just Schmoedown stuff, but VideoDrew stuff, just weirder performance art stuff. Now that I know that there are people that are interested in seeing me just be weird, why would I ever want to go back? My best friend, when she finally saw Schmoedown, was like, and saw all the comments, she made the comment, she was like, oh man, it's like you finally found a group of people that are operating on your same fucking brain frequency. Which I think is a really good way of putting it. Yeah. By the way, Danny, I think Danny's the only one who's getting it. The reason I type in all caps is VideoDrew is I really can only read or pay attention to things when they're in all caps. Otherwise, my eyes kind of glaze over. Keep heart strong and heart. Never go back. Well, technically, I had to go back. I had to go back to New York. But it's been sort of a weird experience because I had lived 11 years in New York as a very different person. I was rich. I was part of a media power couple. I met Obama twice. Wow, I sound like I'm fucking Get Out. If I could have, I would have met him a third time. I, you know, partied with celebrities all the time. I looked different. I was different, and it's as much as it's great to be back home and near to family. I've sort of made it so I refuse to like go out and see a lot of my old friends and stuff because I don't want them to see me as I am now. So I kind of live my life in the Schmoedown verse. And the fact is, I'm not totally sure just that it is that. I mean, the way I'm doing it right now is kind of unhealthy because I'm not producing product. I'm just spending all my time being weird online. But I think there is. I mean, I know now that there is an audience for it, and I can like channel this weirdness, and make some art out of it. I think it's just going to be a matter of like, I need some help. Not all of it financial. I need some help, like, you know, collaborating, figuring stuff out. Danny, I know you're a filmmaker. Eventually, I'm going to want to start incorporating some elements of video stuff outside of my Instagram and these live things. You know, maybe give me some tips there. My friend Terry Miles does a bunch of very good scripted audio horror podcasts, like Tannis and Black Tapes, and one called Rabbits, which itself is an alternate reality game. And I'd love to get like his help, you know, just stuff. Yeah, community is great, but I think even the way people are still talking about it, it's a disconnect. They're saying there's us and there's the community. I don't feel that way. I'm not saying that's a bad way to think. It's just not how... Oh, yellow button. Nope, that's the door. This isn't like I'm here and you guys are my Unsullied, although I have referred to you as that to my mother. It's more like I need friends and people to talk to, and you guys just so happen to think I'm funny or whatever. Or entertaining, despite the fact that, whatever. Aw. AJ! Oh, it's so nice to see you, AJ. Sorry, I didn't even see you there. AJ, come help me out. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, guys. Yeah. Dude, so you go to cemeteries a lot? I mean, look, there's a lot of elements of stuff. I'm gonna, like, and this is a big part of the Patreon, we're gonna be, like, exploring some of these web series, like Marble Hornets, or, you know, the Alan Resnick stuff, or some of these weird Russian ones that I found, that, or Tribe 12, which is another Slenderman one. People that are far away from each other can still collaborate and participate and create these incredibly, like, vast worlds of gameplay for other people and put it on Reddit and have people... By the way, guys, here's a fun fact. Did you know the very first alternate reality game, I think it was called We Love Bees or I Love Bees, was created after the guy saw the movie The Game with Michael Douglas and Sean Penn by David Fincher, which was about an alternate reality game that, you know, I guess the concept of which didn't exist. But they made a movie about it, then it existed. Then some guy was like, that's a cool idea. There should be, like, games that incorporate real-life elements so you don't know, you know, coordinates and... Hey, AJ, all I've been doing is panicking. I've been making myself do these live streams every night because it's the only thing I do besides get frozen with fear and refuse, like... You guys don't want to know how long it's been since I've taken a shower, I promise you. I think I saw something out here last time. Oh, shut up, baby. You're a big baby. The American shower. I like to bathe. I mean, honestly, no. Danny, quite honestly, no. I take baths. But a lot of Americans don't. I think baths are considered kind of gross. But I love baths. I will straight up, like, wash my conditioner out in the same fucking dirty water that I've bathed in. I don't give a shit. Then again, I also don't drink water. I have, like, an issue with water. Hold on, guys. I'm just gonna see something. Frank Janish loves me because on Brazil... Oh, I mean... What do you mean I need to? First of all, I'm a very contrary person, so, like, don't dare me. Or do you mean because I get diseases? Wait, the thing about me is I don't smell, and that's not me being, like, No, it's part of my autoimmune disorder, which has a couple upshots. One of which is that my sweat glands aren't that, they don't really function that well. I also can't grow hair under my armpits. That's another fun fact about Drew that I bet you didn't think you'd find out today. So I actually don't need to bathe as much as other people. Just, and I think showers are boring. Like, I don't like being somewhere where I can't, read or listen to shit. I get bored in showers. Well, again, cleansing's a fun word, right? Like, I sit around all day. I don't get that dirty or sweaty or anything. So, clean is a relative term. Yeah, showers are actually cleansing. Look, I'm not saying it's even a good habit. Clearly I have a lot of bad habits, not the least of which is, like, refusal to, like, get up off the couch and start my day by basic hygiene. I'm not supporting this. I suffer from a lot of stuff that I guess, you know, like Jordan Peterson would yell at me about if I was a dude. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck! Did I just kill myself? Cleansing. I have to, like, make baths and shower, like, more interesting. So I buy, like, you know, bath bombs or, you know, I basically need to, like, make them into little mini parties because I'm, like, a child when it comes to baths and naps. I, like, refuse to take them out of principle. You have to trick me into doing them. Baths I like better than showers because you can read in the bath, and I like reading. I love reading. I think I figured out this was going on here. You know what's weird though, guys? I've had this PS4 forever. I still refuse to play games unless I'm doing this live stream, or like, which is something very recently. Like I keep myself from. I think what I'm realizing is I keep myself from being happy, like, unless I'm doing something performative, because that excites me. Yeah, but I don't like singing and dancing, Christy. At this point, when I was singing last night and dancing last night, my mom caught like a bit of the stream and she goes, "Who are you?" Because I hate karaoke and I hate dancing because I'm really bad at it. But it's only like sort of since I've started doing the whole VideoDrew thing and doing stuff like performatively and felt like comfortable with a group of people to just be weird. Which baby soap? That's, you know what, hey Steffiel. Hey Steffiel, what's which baby soap? And who are you? You're not my aunt, are you? No, her last name is an L. Okay, wait. Okay, you gotta click close up to the wall. Thank you, Jordan, for actually realizing how fucking boring this was getting. Walk real close to the wall. When? This wall? God, also this is so much more fun. Like this is exactly what I need in games, which is someone to just look up the walkthrough, because this is getting redundant. And if you think this is bad, just wait till you ever have to watch me play a shooter game, because I'm very bad at toggling. God, why is this motherfucker always out of breath? What's everyone's favorite game, so I can know, like, to, you know, put it on my wish list. I have an Amazon wish list that a couple nice people have bought me things off of, and I've kind of run out of ideas for stuff because I don't really want for things, but I'd want, like, games that you guys would want to watch me play. I think that's the only thing I can probably think of. Oh, but I forget where he is. Is he in this next place? Cell 5. Cell 4. Bitch. Trivia Murder Party sounds, that sounds incredible. How do you fucking think of a place called Trivia Murder Party? Okay, Haskell 420, thank you guys for putting up with me. I'm gonna try to find this pillar real quick. Everyone can, like, sign off whenever, but holy shit, I mean, I know this is nothing for most people, but 17 viewers still watching the stream means I gotta keep going. I can't disappoint my fans. If you're just joining me, this is Twitch Go to YouTube, a new series by Regular Drew. Please go to my Patreon, or wait, Streamlabs. Please go to my Streamlabs and donate money to me, and I will do whatever you ask on the Streamlab. Like if you ask me to do something or play a different game or go in a different direction, I will. And we are playing Never Ending Nightmare. It's a game about a guy named Tom who cannot wake up from a nightmare and sees a lot of dead bodies. Oh wait, Pillar, this is where we're going. TwitchGo livestream.youtube.com labs. What the fuck is that? What's this way? I hate how this guy's only special skill is that he gets winded easily. What the fuck is this? Bullshit. Right, but is it close to the wall? Where is it? It's not the hydrotherapy, it's this place. Okay. Yes, okay. It's gonna be here. Yes, it's right here. Okay. Right. Okay. Oh no, it's... No, this is one of those other ones. Sorry. Sorry, guys. This is boring as hell. And I'm not gonna take it anymore. Oh, is it like down the stairs? Yeah, it is. Okay, so let's just run this little motherfucker down. There we go. That red streak, I think, is supposed to show you where you're supposed to be going. They're like markers. Also, duders, I did not know that you could, I mean, I guess if I'd stayed in Los Angeles, because Christian would have, I think, been more than happy to have me take on this thing. I didn't know you could be, like, an advisor. I didn't know we could, like, make up titles now, because, shit, man, I would be a great consultant. I'd be great at doing anything that doesn't involve, memory retention. Wait, this is still where I am. This is still the same fucking place. 3, 2, 1. This is ridiculous. I just went downstairs. How can I be in the same place? What am I saying? This game is so stupid. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, not only that, no, what about not even advisor consultant? What about mercenary? Like a mercenary, like a free agent, where literally I just give my skills of, like, cause I have an amazing talent scouting ability. That's really what I am. I'm a tracker. Like, I've not only found Tom, I found, if anyone knows who Dana Schwartz is, she's now a writer on She-Hulk. I found her when she was still in college to come work for me. Vinny Mancuso, who's also at Collider, he was my intern at the New York Observer, and we founded a television site together. I have a great eye for finding talent. I'm very talented myself, but I think my real skills come boop 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 boop. Plus that would give me like a chance to do more stuff like behind the scenes or during cut scenes than it would boop. You'll see, like, and now I'm starting to think about it like Dungeons and Dragons, where I'm just like, no, I want to be like a mercenary elf. Like, I'm just coming up with names. Like, no, I want to, my position wants to be different. I'm going to, like, because it's funny, I was talking to Jen Sturger today, and she's a fucking, I mean, I thought she was cool from, like, the very first time that she was so game to play, like, straight man against me during the post interview, because she didn't know what she was walking into, and the fact that she's just been like, you know, good giving a game and throwing it back to me like while we do these things without ever discussing it has been awesome. But I was talking to her today, and she's like, yeah, I have a weird position in the show because I'm not a player. I feel like I guess she kind of feels like she doesn't really get to do anything except, you know, be the conduit for a lot of... Ah! When he looks up like that, walk close to the wall. Troy, you misspelled that. It's consultant. Combatant. Here's the thing. I find Shannon and Mike, they would be maybe a good fit for me because, first of all, I like the whole idea of dealing with like a couple, like a who's afraid of Virginia Woolf kind of situation. Them walking in there. I think that I think Mike's extremely talented. Is corruption anything besides Mike though? Who else is in corruption? Chance? Also, guys, how do we get back to that room? Hello? I think if anything, the issue that at least I've heard or I've seen a little bit about the corruption stuff is like, I think people can get too bogged down in the conceptual storylines that might not even come to pass because of who wins certain matches. That I think Christian, you know, who's sort of the Ed McMahon, has a bunch of different ideas for where things could go at any given time. But it can really kind of throw a monkey in the wrench, and you get kind of bogged down in certain, oh, I'm a heel, this is how the story arc needs to go this season, whereas I am very good at just kind of working off the cuff. Chance is another person who is a very nice person. Chance and Oyama. and Roka and Spence and all the people that I think if I had known, you know, had a reputation of, you know, whateverness, I might have never have gotten to know them as people, so I'm glad I never found that out, because they've all been such wonderful people. I see the biggest issue is that people can't tell the difference between kayfabe and get their feelings hurt and take things personally, and it turns nasty. But hopefully, what I'd like to lend to any situation is my ability to not do that. Who's Crimson Furry again? AJ is a patron. AJ's been like a patron for a very long time, and he's just not in the Discord, I don't think. I think I also need to get better about like setting up the Patreon so it's clear. Oh, hey, that was easy. Hey, who was it that figured that out? Who went and looked at it? Sorry, remind me who looked at it. Whoever went and did the walkthrough. Message me, hit me up privately, because I'm gonna send you a little present, a little thank you. That's the other thing too. I have like I buy and sell a lot of shit online, a lot of weird, cool shit, and so I have an excess of it, and I like the idea of physical presence. I'm gonna need to get a PO box to send stuff, but yeah, you were like we were there day one, AJ. Just because someone ain't in the Discord, I know the Discord's become this like this like world for me, but you know, like a lot of people who spend a lot of money, not, you know, like not a lot of people because there's not that many people, but aren't part of the Discord, like Richard, Blegg, and Stephanie, like Chad Moore, like this guy Vernon, who I think is somebody who knows me from Instagram. Oh, come on! Come the fuck on! AJ, we are best friends. AJ, did I ever send you your gift? I need to get better about that. I had the stuff for you. I think I printed yours out, right? You got the package for me? Guys, you're not paying to be my friend. You're paying to help me survive. I've had friends that, like, when I've written these kind of Facebook things, they've sent me money, and to be honest, like, even though I have no money, and I was overdrawn my bank account last week, I've still managed to donate like $1 to Roxy and John and Riley as a gesture. You guys are never think that you're like paying money to have access or to be my friends. You're, if anything, I want you to think of it as like an investment into something really cool that we could possibly build up. Like, can I be honest with you? The biggest windfall of cash I've had recently was this woman from Google, who apparently she met me at a party a couple years ago and just thought I was funny or something. And she sent me like $500 on Venmo. She was just like, hope you feel better soon. Hope this makes up, you know, a little bit of whatever. I was like, what the fuck? She's not like a Patreon person. She's not even like a friend of mine. She's just somebody who could help out in a situation, and people pay it forward, and like I said, people pay out the way they can. If you have skills or strategy, or even if you can't pay anything and you just want to be on here and hang out and keep me company and be the kind of, having you guys around makes me accountable to at least doing this once a day, which is enough. What's FT? Hey, can you hey, if you work at Google, can you help it so my Google search results go back to being about my work, my years and years of 15 years of journalism and entertainment writing instead of what it's about now. Got it. Because it's a real bummer if you Google my name. It's probably surprising. It's not like a bummer like I was, you know, Me Too'd or anything, or it just it is what it is. But I used to be very proud of being like the Drew Grant on the internet. And now it's sad. Well, the same chick actually, she sent me apparently like a 50-page memo about how to improve your SEO results. You know, because there are people that do that for you. But I just no longer want to feel like I'm being compared to the chick from Baywatch, and that's the only thing my name's ever going to show up for again is when she's in the news romantically. It's just such a bummer. It makes me feel like so bad about myself. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. It keeps me up on most nights. I just spend a lot of time Googling. I mean, I'm not sure if there... Camshaft, I really appreciate it. I mean, some of this too, I'm not sure if there is any help for it, because the fact is that my ex is famous, and he's in the news every day, because he is the news. His new girlfriend is even more so. And my name is just, you know, my first 2 pages of Google results are always just going to be about being somebody's, you know, first wife. It's a bummer. It's Schmoedown VideoDrew stuff has helped me really sort of kind of shake some of that off, but I'd like to get my name back. Twitching on the YouTube. Oh, by the way, guys, I don't think these live videos, I think I put this on my Patreon, I'm going to delete them. These things are like theater. They're like live events, which means they don't get to live on the internet in infamy forever. This is, you're here for the experience, you caught it, or you didn't. I don't have time at this point in my life to make highlight reels. If it makes you feel any better, no one knew who I was when I put on the mask. Bane. Oh, it's not like I mean, look guys. Oh, fuck it. You know what, guys? I'm gonna switch over to a different game to play a little bit of a cooldown, where you can play like, you know, 10 minutes, but like a cooldown game. But we're going on 2.5 hours now, and I think it's time I leave the house. So, hold on. My uncle ruined it before I had a chance to have one. Wait. Oh, that's right, because of the super things. Okay, so guys, we're gonna play a 10-minute cooldown thing. Let's see what we got. Do you guys still stay on with me if I don't do this? Hold on. Guys, are you still here? I think you can still hear me, right? Okay, so we are going to play What's Unravel?